What's up, guys? Welcome back to Future Millionaire Podcast. This is day 53, I think. I don't know. I need to I need to be prepared when I start this with what day it is, but I'm not. But we're working on it. Let me pop over. I just got to check real quick. I'm pretty sure it's 53. I did a check-in video on TikTok yesterday. Yeah, so 52, but I didn't do one of these podcasts. And the reason for that is just that I worked all day. I went in at 12, got done at like 10. And so I didn't have time to do anything for the brands or anything. So there's not much to talk about. Today was Monday. Today's Monday. It's 1:40. So I tried to go to bed earlier, and then I was like, no, I need to do this. Heated up some soup right here. You see my little pink spoon. Heated up some soup, and I'm going to do this real quick because I do have a few things to talk about. But on Mondays, like I mentioned last week, I think it was last Monday that I started doing the video versions, and the podcast version. But on Mondays, it's a very important day that I sit down and I check in on everything and I make sure that things are getting done. So for example, I had to check in on the blog post writer. I have a guy who writes blog posts for me. He does a really good job for the most part, and I'm super grateful for him. But we kind of just it got left hanging with whatever he was working on last time. And then I didn't assign 5 blog posts. I was like, hey, could you do this kind of blog post? Like play with the idea. And he kind of did, but I didn't give him, I didn't give him much direction. Then I just remembered I told him I'd send him a video of me showing him how to add a button and how to use the new format. And I totally forgot. So I'm going to do that after this. But anyway, oh man. I had to wait till I was home because I go to this place called Chop Shop. Love it. Get an acai bowl, sit there, eat my acai bowl, and check in on everybody and make these changes. And so anyway, what I was saying is with the blog post thing, that's one thing that didn't really get done this week because last week I just said, well, I'll try this, and I didn't give much direction. I still paid him. And this week, today, right now, after this, I need to give him some direction and just check in and say, hey, how about you build this out for me? So I need to work on that. But anyway, I sat down, did that, checked in on what he wrote before, made a few changes, tried to film some videos. They're just screen recordings, but when I send them to him on Instagram, they get compressed so bad that you can't even see the words. So I'll film it here on the desktop and just send that over to him. Checked in on the video editor. I haven't had any videos edited in 2 weeks now because when he edited the last set of videos, he only had half of them done. Then he said his computer broke. And so then I was waiting until I got those other 2 back. And I really it was waiting till I got those other 2 back. And then once I got those back, it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. And I try not to, I can't, I can, but I literally don't have the time to like drop everything on whatever day he decides, like whatever day he finishes. Usually there's a day lapse, or like he finishes right at the 7 days, the 7-day timeline that he gives me. Then I need revisions. So now we're on day 8. And then by the time I get the revisions uploaded and pay him for the following 7 days, we're on day 9. And it just offsets the days that I'm getting these deliveries. So I'm just going to start waiting till Monday. If I don't get it all done and back by Monday, then nothing's going to happen until the following Monday. I also told him that I'll do 3 videos this week, but then for the following weeks up until January 1st, I'm only going to need 1 video. I want to cut down how much I'm spending on videos just for now, just in the holiday seasons, to have a little bit more money for me in case I travel or decide to buy my family Christmas presents. I don't know. I'm against the whole Christmas present thing. I think it's a scam. And I don't really want to buy anybody Christmas presents. I'm not good at it. It stresses me out trying to figure out what to buy. I don't want to do that. And I don't want your Christmas presents because then I feel bad. If you get me a Christmas present, cool. I appreciate it. I like Christmas presents. I like presents. I like things. So does everyone. But I'm a bad present giver, and I don't care that much about giving presents. And so it's like, if I didn't get you a present, don't get me a present because I don't deserve it, and I'll feel guilty. And so and I'm not going to get you a present. So just don't get me a present. Let's just save that whole interaction. Don't stress. So, but anyway, I didn't want to have money just in case I'm feeling jolly. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna cut down the videos for the following month and a half, and then I'm gonna have thumbnail guys doing really good. I'm like super happy with his thumbnails. I could pull one up on the screen if you guys want. Let's take a peek here. Oops. Hold on. Here we go. November. Pretty good. These are all good, man. I can't tell you what. He does good, so check that out. There's one. I mean, it looks kind of bad, all blown up on the screen, but as a thumbnail on mobile, he just kills it. He kills it. This one did really good. I put that on one of the videos. Did one of these like, oh, it's not on that screen. I just think way better than I can do. And his formula for it's pretty simple. Like what he actually creates is pretty simple, and I'm noticing like a reoccurring theme. But I've tried. I try so hard. I don't get any good thumbnails made. So just it's better to pay the guy. So paid him. I think I spent 55 plus 75, 125 today on like, on YouTube stuff, on growing YouTube. And that's quite a bit. Is that almost $500 a month? It's a good amount of money. But I'm making more than that. And so if I can survive, like the whole goal here is now that I've moved here, I've incurred rent, and I started working more, is that I want to use my real job to pay all of my bills, and whatever I make from my YouTube stuff and my affiliate marketing stuff, I want to go back into that so I can scale it and grow it. And this got me thinking a lot today because I was chatting in the Discord. Like I said, I've been tweaking with the Discord. I was chatting with some of my other members in there, and one of them was like, how do you like editing? And I'm like, I hate it. I edit on the main channel, the one video a week, but I'm like, it's stressful because I get so caught up on small details. Like I will spend an unhealthy amount of time just trying to tweak one thing or fix one thing, and it's ridiculous. And so I was kind of explaining that, and he's like, yeah, I spent like hours editing down 30 minutes of footage down to a 6-minute video. And he's like, and I don't even have a computer, so I use my phone. And I checked it out. Like it's a pretty good video. I'm not going to lie. I watched it. I shared it. I was like, good job, dude. But it got me thinking a lot because when I'm like, right now I'm able to put out 4 to 5 videos a week across the 2 channels. And that's not including this one. Like this one I'm putting out, and that's not including shorts. I mean, if we're including shorts, it's 7. It should be upwards to 30 to 40, hopefully hitting closer to 50 a week between short form and long form. Like 1 short a week on the main channel, 1 long video a week on the main channel, up to 3 shorts a day on the other channel, and up to 3 videos a week on the other channel. So that's only like 25 or 15. But then including these videos, like this 1 long a day, plus I try to do around 3 shorts a day, plus the bedtime, the one I do when I crawl into bed. So 4, it's like a lot. But what I'm getting at is like, it made me think, if I had to edit that used to be like not an issue for me. Like I used to just think, this would be a cool video to make. And then I spend some time filming stuff here and there and like collecting the shots and then editing the video and like thinking through it. And then I'm like, cool, I have this video, let's put it out. And now I'm at the point, like, I try to be hyper efficient, and maybe it's to a detriment, like, but I have a list of videos that come from questions that people ask. I sit down on Friday after I do my live stream. I film those, just answering those 4 questions. I try and explain and elaborate, but I don't script it. I don't overthink it much. I just answer those questions, and then I'll send those off to the editor. I'll put I'll trim through my live and clip anything good that I thought was in there, whether it's like a funny thing that I said, whether it's answering a question, clip them out as a short or a long form, put them there. And like, you'd just be surprised how good those things do that you're not even really thinking about, you know? And so with that, it's like, it's easy for me to just crank out a bunch of videos and they're all decent quality, but that took me so long to get there. Early on, I wasn't like that. Like early on, it wasn't like, all right, here's how I'm going to be hyper efficient and get 3 videos a week and like da 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 da. That wasn't even the question. Like I just wanted to make a video, and my goal was to hopefully make as many as I can that are still good. But it was so unimaginable to do that many videos, and so it made me think a lot, thinking about where this guy's at in his YouTube creating journey. Like he's early on, he's just making videos that are fun to him, and he's learning. That's the other thing. Like I have a pretty good judge about what question will return a decent video because I've been doing it for so long. I've been answering questions, I've been seeing the questions, and it's easy for me to answer off the top because I've been answering them. I've been live streaming, like live streaming and stuff that takes a lot of, you got to be on your toes. You got to be able to answer those questions. You got to be able to be quick. And I'm not the best at it by any means. I'm not even that good at it, in my opinion. But it took me forever to get there to that point. Like the first videos, I think it was important that they were scripted and that they were more thought out so that I didn't feel so discouraged and give up. Like by doing that and overthinking it and creating better quality content, it helped me kind of build into where I'm at now, where I can do that with a lot more, like go off the top with more confidence and just film the videos that I think are going to be good, get them edited and scale to be really efficient. And so I don't know if any of you guys are listening. Somebody commented, it's cool to see this channel starting to grow. Like I'm 3 days in on these longer videos, or 4 or 5 days, 7, 8. Oh my God, 8 days in on these longer videos. But somebody commented and said that he's going to start drop shipping and start YouTube. And like that stuff gets me so excited because a couple years ago, I think I mean, I've played with drop shipping. I've played with Amazon FBA. I've played with, it's not house flipping. It's, shit. Oh my God. I can't think of it right now. I mean, it's kind of house flipping, but anyway, all of these other little side hustles, like I've played with them all. The first thing that actually was good for me that I enjoyed doing was a website. And I could build out the website. I could play with SEO. I could slowly get more website visitors. I can create more posts. I can get creative with the posts I create. I can play with SEO tactics and everything just to grow that. And like that was so fun for me. So it was really easy to transition from that into making YouTube videos that was around the same thing the blog posts were around. And but it just gets me really hyped to see all of you guys starting out on that journey. What I was going to say is like, no matter where you're at on your journey, just start creating. Create with your phone. Like you don't need much more. Create with your phone, edit on your phone, put stuff out there. You're going to be surprised and then later you'll think about ways to be more hyper efficient. But for now, like if you don't even get started, you won't have anything. You know what I mean? Like it's a really crazy thing. And I think about it a lot still where I'm at. Like if I keep doing these daily videos, I'm going to be so much better with talking for long periods of time, elaborating on what's in my head, drawing out these small ideas into bigger, more contextual answers and thought processes. And I know that doing this is training me for the future. And so like I was thinking about it when I was filming the clips for the TikTok today. Like I was making potatoes. I was making potatoes. And like I don't know. I just didn't want to pull out my phone and film it. Like film me meal prepping the potatoes. I just wanted to cook the damn potatoes. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Like I'm learning how to document and how to storytell better. If I look at day 1, day 2, day 3 of Millionaire in the Making or Future Millionaire, the story wasn't as good. And now I'm thinking like, hey, why don't I film a clip of me walking and a clip of in and out and a clip of me sitting there, and like together those 3 things tell a much more complete story as opposed to just taking a video of the receipt that shows the price. And so I'm learning these things. It's taken me a couple months to get it figured out, but I'll get it figured out as I go. Like the way I'm thinking with this whole thing is like I'll have a one day where it's like, hey, you know, future millionaire, grinding until I'm a millionaire, day 600. It's like just sold my business for $120,000. Like, let's go. Now let's invest this money or something like that. And I know that's going to happen. and I'm slowly growing in like all of these areas as I build it out, and it's super exciting to me. But I mean, any advice I have for you all is just to create and go from there. Like, don't do it mindlessly. Always be learning. Always be thinking like, okay, if I do this, like, what's gonna happen? And then once something happens, say, why did that happen? Break it down a lot more. My first videos I watched, and I'm like, okay, well, I noticed like I put a 30-second intro in the videos. I thought it was cool. Like, I'm telling people about my brand. It's got cool music. Like, I did that for the first like 100 videos, and then I realized nobody gives a shit. Took it out. Retention went up. Views went up. Like, those are things that you learn over time. And without trying things and playing with different ideas, you'll never find that out. So don't be afraid to start, and don't be afraid to fail. Just keep going, pivot, create the content, see what happens, and like learn as you go. That's my biggest advice to you all. Today, so before I went and sat down and did like my Monday stuff, I had to drive up to my stepsister's house because my brother gave me a motorcycle. And the motorcycle, I didn't have a garage here at the time and anywhere to put it. So I put it with my stepsister. And then they moved. I needed to get it out. So anyway, today got it out. And I'm super excited to start building that thing and like get it going again. It doesn't run consistently. So I got to figure that out. But I'm so excited to do that because then I can just cruise around on that thing. I'll save money on gas. Like right now I'm spending $50, $60 every week and a half just to fill up. And I guess that's not bad, but if I drive any longer than just to work and back, it really, really adds up. So anyway, that's a fun thing that happened. I talked with my friend Nick, who's a co-owner in one of my businesses. We both have a LLC partnership together, and it was good to talk to him. Like, I sent him some clips of the short, and I was like, hey, check this out. What do you think? He's like, dude, good storytelling. I was like, watch the long video if you have time. He's like, good storytelling. Then he sent me some stuff he's working on for his other channel, and said thumbnails. I'm like, I think you need some text. And what he sent me for his video, he's trying to do some top-down writing shots, and it's like so professional, man. This guy is so good at what he does. And it's nice because I need more friends like that, where we can like send each other ideas of what we're working on and get feedback and ask questions. And like, if I did that with any of my other friends, it just doesn't have the same effect because they don't know what's going on or they're not in the same direction. And like, a lot of people at work talk about sports, and if you like sports, that's cool, but I don't give a shit. I don't know what's going on, Like, I used to play sports when I was younger, but I can't imagine how I would get anything done if I was fixated on like if I had a TV show I had to watch that I sat down and watched every day or every week, and then I was worried about who's gonna win football on Sunday and who's playing on Monday, and like who gives a shit? Like, I am way too stressed worrying about how I'm gonna make more money from my affiliate, how I'm gonna hit $5,000 a month in passive income. Like, those are things that really stress me out. I don't care about the football stuff, the Taylor Swift stuff, and but I think it's good. Everyone has to have their own thing, but I just think about it like, man, there's no way I would get anything done if I was stuck on that. Video games, TV, like, I quit all of that a couple years ago when I started building everything, and because of that, I think it grew. But I don't know. I don't think that it's grown as much as it should have. So I got to take a look at myself and think how I can do better. But anyway, that got me thinking a lot. I'm trying to think if there's anything else like really important on Monday. I don't know how I look, but it's been like a really rough couple of days. I'm tired from work, got shit drama going on, and I've just realized I really need to focus on myself and focus on what I'm trying to build. Like, when I have other people in my life that can be a force for good and for bad, like, it's just really hard to deal with those fluctuations. And like, I need to be disciplined, and I need to have a list of things that need to get done no matter what, because the reality is, if I get those things done no matter what, I'm going to achieve exactly what I want to achieve. And the problem is that life introduces all of these curveballs to stop you from achieving what you're trying to achieve. And with that, it's going to throw you off track. And I think I'm getting hit with some curveballs, and I just need to focus and follow my checklists, get my stuff done. and see what happens in 10 years. Maybe then I'll have time for stuff, but it's been a long day. I'm gonna edit the daily TikTok video, and yeah, you guys, appreciate y'all being here for the journey. This is where I check in every day to tell you what I've done for the day to move me closer to making $1 million. And it was a bad day. It didn't work. Didn't make any affiliate money. It's a lot of red today. So hopefully tomorrow's better. We'll see you guys later.